Friday afternoon, Bude Canal, bloody freezing. Wind damage. Yeah, as mentioned, it's Friday. I'm walking down the canal again in Bude, and there's a bloody stiff, freezing cold wind. Headwind at the moment. Of course, it'll be a tailwind when I'm on my way back, but for now, absolutely bloody freezing. No pain, no gain. Very clever engineering. Top tip for you, if you're listening to Coldplay, you're probably not going to exercise very fast. I find it beneficial to listen to something a little bit faster when I'm trying to get a move on, and I always try and do this loop as quickly as possible. So the order of the day for today is some mid-1990s banging techno from Tony DeVee. Check him out. I'd love to go down that in my kayak, but I'd probably die. I'm about at the halfway mark now. Feels quick. Might beat my record today. Love a bit of coffee. Lately here, despite the crappy wind and heavy rain that we've been having, there has been lots of oh, there's a little chair down there. Nice of someone to leave that there. Yeah, lots of daffodils and sort of spring flowers have started coming out, which is encouraging. But man, I do wish it would hurry up and get here. I'm really fed up with this crappy weather. Still, at least it's not raining here today. Well, as it is half term, there's loads of people kicking around, particularly at the Bude end of the canal. But typically, I can't see any competitors to race on the other side of the canal today, which is a bit of a bummer. So I'll just have to race myself. That's me done. I'll let you know how I get on when I get back to the man cave. I knocked 1 minute and 3 seconds off my record. So it's Saturday morning, and we've come for a quick walk at Widmouth Bay in Bude, and obviously really windy for a change. Can't see anyone surfing either. Very kind of them. So anyway, after yesterday's weigh-in, I realised when I was doing my tally, I have now lost exactly 10 pounds since I started this in the middle of January, which is excellent. So I shall be having a treat meal when I get to 1 stone off, which is 14 pounds. I believe. I'll have to check. I'm pretty sure it's 14 pounds. So if I have a good week this week, it could be doable. But you know, obviously I'm in this for the long haul, not a quick race to get there. So yeah. Christmas in Bude, people plant their old Christmas trees into the sand dunes to help preserve them. There's loads dotted around the coastline. Today's walk, we've come in a different direction. We normally walk toward Widmouth Bay, but today it's sand dunes. It's very hard walk, hard work. Easier going downhill. Yeah, cool. Well, it wasn't a very long walk, but it was pretty hard work on the sand. 2.6 kilometres. I don't know why it keeps reverting to kilometres. I change it to miles and then it changes back. So Don't know what that is in miles, but it's over 1. Yeah, spring flowers. That means the weather's getting better soon. Yeah, finally. Doing more daddy daycare walk today with a little rascal Sam. Yeah, my wife bought some donuts yesterday from Morrison, so I've had a couple of them, which is a bit naughty, but I'm human, not a robot, so I do like my little guilty little pleasures like that. So today we're going on a hilly walk near where we live. We're going up a road today which is close to our house, but we've never been up, so it'll be uphill and down dale. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what that's like. We'll end up in a place called Sheepwash, so we may even pop down to the river and see how flooded that is, if at all. So you're welcome to come along with us. Forwards, that's pointing at me. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
What did you think of my silly walking?
I was laughing.
You were laughing?
Yeah, but look.
It was a bit like that, wasn't it?
See, that's faster.
Much faster than normal walking. Joking aside, I have been considering doing my loop along the canal on Fridays and doing my speed walking like that, because hopefully I might be able to achieve sort of jogging speed around the loop without the impact on my shins. So I may well give that a go next week, or this week coming, whatever, and see if I can beat my time. 50 minutes exactly, I think it was my best time around there. So it'll be interesting to find out.
Go on, wasn't it? Steady.
Yeah. Oh. This is what I have to put up with. Makes it a bit more fun, I suppose. Yeah, we'll go and have a look in a second, okay? Okay, so we've made it to Sheepwash. Sam, did the car come in, stand here? Right, well, we made it to Sheepwash, and there's a lovely bridge here with a river. Probably, I haven't looked at my phone, but I reckon we've done 1.5 miles, I reckon, getting here from our village. So here's what the view is. In a second, you can have a look over there. Lovely part of the world. Takes after his mother. So we actually had more hideous weather here this morning. It was very windy, but that died down around lunchtime, and it did go a little bit blue sky. Well, unfortunately now it's going overcast again, so we'll have to try and get back home before it starts raining. Don't really fancy getting drenched today. Sam?
Good.
Tiring?
Yeah.
Good walk, wasn't it? How far do you think it was?
900 miles.
That's close. It was 3.3 miles. And my legs are hurting. But a good walk up lots of hills and down little hills. Yours hurt a lot as well, do they?
Yeah.
Good little walk though. A bit more interesting than the poo pile walk. More next time. Hey guys, Monday afternoon. A bit disappointed today, to be honest. When I came into work this morning, I said to myself, no matter what, I'm going to get out and ride my bike down the post office. But as the day goes on, the wind just keeps getting stronger and stronger. And you know, I'm quite a big bloke. Well, if a gust of wind catches me on my bike, it really blows me off course, and it's just not worth getting blown in front of a car or something. I know it sounds dramatic, but it can happen, it does happen, so that won't be happening to me today. So I'm walking down the post office. Not raining at the moment, but has been on and off all day. So you know, a bit gutted because I wanted to get my bike out, but Instead, I'll just have to get down there and back as quick as possible and try and beat my last times that I've done, my best times I've done so far. So I'm just going to get on with it. Well, it didn't take long for the rain to start. It was about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to get wet, I reckon. Well, nearly at the post office, and miraculously I've managed to stay dry. Be nice if it stays the same on the way back up here as well. That's me pretty much back to the man cave. Really got a rush on today. Don't know if it was quick, but it was hard work going that quick up the hills anyway. But a bit tired now. Don't know overdo it, of course, because badminton tonight. So I'll see you tomorrow. Just in case anyone is interested, of course, I beat my record going down to the post office by 4 seconds and beat it coming up the hill back to the man cave by 24 seconds. So all round, shaved 30 seconds off, which doesn't sound a lot, but you know, it's not a very long walk either, so really pleased with that. Hey guys, how's it going? It is Tuesday afternoon, and a bit of luck today. I've managed to find my waterproof cycling jacket. Also at the same time found some waterproof cycling shorts. So I'm just off down to the post office. I would like to say it is hideous out there. The wind has died down somewhat, however it's about 2 degrees outside, and whilst I've been working this morning there's been 3 or 4 giant heavy hailstorms basically. They only go on for a few minutes each, but anything in it going to get soaked. So potentially that could be me today, but I'm getting so cheesed off of not getting out on my bike. So I'm just going to go out today while it's not so windy and hopefully do a bit of a longer loop around Widmouth Bay like I've done before. Yeah, about it really. I've also found some waterproof gloves, which is good because it is blooming freezing out there for a change. So I'll get on with it and see you out there. Well, the GoPro mount just snapped off my bike, so footage might be quite sporadic on this ride. Well, it turns out I really underestimated how blooming freezing it's going to be. And obviously here's one of the hailstorms I was talking about. I better lose some weight this week. Well, this was a very silly idea. I keep constantly getting blown into the side of the road, onto the verge. How the hell am I going to get back? So dramatic, man. This is the worst I've ever ridden in. Man, I need to get somewhere a bit more sheltered. Well, I've come to the conclusion that this was a downright silly idea. Oh man, it's so sketchy riding a bike. Hello. Hello.
Are you local at all?
Kind of.
Do you know where Penthouse Holiday Park is?
I don't know. No, I can't help you, I'm afraid.
Right.
All the best. Quality driving skills. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, it's so windy, I'm just getting blown all the way across the road. It's actually dangerous because there's cars whizzing past, and without sounding dramatic, it's pretty dangerous actually. My feet soaking wet, freezing cold. My legs, they're just red, like a bit of beef. And what looks like the next rain shower. Oh man, this is silly. I cannot wait to get back to the unit today. Just the final stretch now on the main road to get back to the unit. I have to say, I do remember this time when I got to this stage, last time I did this loop, I really needed a drink by the time I got here. It's no different today. Oh man. I'm done in. Hopefully I'll have a bit of a tailwind going back. Jeez. Well, I am now back in dry clothes, and I have to say, I literally got it handed to me then. That was a bit off more than I could chew, that's for sure. Just silly weather, and you know, really, in hindsight, I should have thought it's going to be really silly up on the main road, well, the coastal road on top of that cliff there. It's so exposed. I was literally getting blown into the side of the road, so it was very slow going, but there were certain parts of that journey where I certainly had a tailwind behind me, and it felt much easier than it should have done. Oh, so I haven't had a chance to have a look how I did time-wise yet, but I am absolutely shattered. Oh man, hopefully back tomorrow for some more. Oh yeah, did 8.2 miles. Really pleased with that. Hey guys, it's Wednesday morning, and I'm just about to fix my bike because, lo and behold, the actual bloody sun's just come out. So I'm going to get out on my bike and get down to the post office before I've had my lunch, and also that will free up a bit of time later on. Hopefully I can finish insulating my tent. I've only got 2 more panels to do. It just takes blooming ages. So anyway, yesterday when I was riding down the road, my mount that was like that, a plastic one, basically just snapped just as I got up the road. So I'm going to fix that. I've got a metal one there, which I got from China, I think. So I'm going to bang that on there, and then hopefully get out for a nice bike ride in the sun. That actually took about half an hour longer than planned. Had to funny around a fair bit. Turns out the mount that I had on my handlebar, which is now in the bin I think, had bolts that were made of chocolate. So I'm going to have to try and find a better quality version of that. So I won't get such a wide angle on my camera when I'm riding. But this is the setup I've gone for at the moment. That's in the stem cap, bit of metal, little extender there just to get a bit more perspective, I guess. And then my little holder on there. About 5 minutes ago there was like a little hailstorm, but it literally was about 15 seconds. So I'm going to head out now. It's still sunny outside, and I need to make a little excursion today. Got a WH Smith voucher for Christmas, and I literally never shop in WH Smith, so if I don't use it quickly I'll just forget about it and it'll get wasted. So I'm going to go and buy a magazine for myself, and might even get one for the wife as well. So yeah, I'm going to pop down there and also head up the top of town as well. I've actually got about 100 pairs of Oakley foxskin sunglasses. Can't find any of them today. Oh, it's a bit bright, but I'm not moaning about that. Sadly the sun hasn't equated into any kind of heat. It's still really windy out, but not like it was yesterday. Oh, it is Baltic again. Well, this hill out of some of these car park hasn't got any easier. Oh, my legs are killing me. While I'm in town, going to pop to the bike shop and try and get some chain lube. I've got loads of it somewhere. Can't find it. Hope it's open. Okay, mission accomplished. Got my chain loop. Haven't put it on yet, obviously. Probably hear my chain squeaking. Now just a long slog back to the man cave. It's past my lunchtime now, so I'm getting narky. That certainly wore me out, that one did. 4.4 miles. Oh man, that hill on the way back up was tough. Oh, I think my legs were still a bit toast from yesterday. But that's it for today. The rest of the day I'm insulating my tent, so a little bit more exercise there. No hills though, thank God. I'll see you tomorrow. It's Thursday afternoon. The sun's only bloody come out again. Still windy. A bit warmer today though. Last time riding up this hill this week, I'm in the granny ring today. My legs are done in. I have actually exercised every day this week. I've not had a day off. Monday, walk down the post office I think, and also badminton. Normally have a day off on Tuesday, but not this week. Been out on my bike every other day, so hopefully I'll do better than last week's weigh-in and lose more than 150 grams. I'll see you tomorrow for the weigh-in. Hello guys, so that is the end of another week of a blob on a bike. Obviously I didn't lose much in the way of weight last week, so I'm hoping for a better one this week. I do feel like I've done a lot of exercise. I haven't had one day off this week. I've done biking, walking, badminton, and I've been eating kind of pretty good as well. It was pancake day on Tuesday, so I did tuck into a few pancakes, but I'm not giving things like that up. Never. Anyway, so I'm just going to weigh myself now and see how we get on, and I'll be back in a second with my new weight. Well, last week's weight was 120.3 kilos. Let's see how we get on today. Okay, well that was that. My new weight is 120 kilos exactly. So this week I lost 0.3 kilos, which doesn't sound a lot, but it does equate to half a pound. So, or thereabouts. It might be a little bit more actually. So, you know, not great, but not the worst week. I haven't put any weight on, so that's always good. Next week, don't know whether I can cram in any more exercise because I did quite a lot this week, but certainly less pancakes. And I'll make a point of eating more healthily as well in the next week. And hopefully next week we can have one that actually makes a dent in my next target, which is 118.9 kilos, which is just 1.1 kilo away. So later on today, I shall be venturing out in a hideous wind and rain again. You can probably hear the end of my building falling apart, the fascia's flapping around, but they can't fix it until the wind stops. So I'll be off out on my power walk this afternoon. Hoping if no one's about, then I might be able to do some of my speed walking. But you know, I'll only have my handy camera, so I'll show you as best I can if I'm doing any of that ridiculousness. I can't put the camera down, go back and keep going back and do some like longer shots or whatever, because I timed myself doing the loop and it would just mess up my my route there on Strava. So I'll show you as best I can. Please comment below how you've done this week. You know, give us a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I will be back next week for another weigh-in. But for now, more exercise this afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.